Hi, Madbronco here. Today I'm at Mondello Park in Ireland to have a go at their driving experience and drive these three cars behind me around the circuit. I'm not here to compete in a race or try and set any lap records. I'm just here to have a go in the cars and do a few laps and most of all have some fun. I'm now going to get suited up and take the first car out for a spin. Not literally, I hope. So I hope you'll join me and let's see how I get on. Right, okay, so I'm in the first car of the day now, which is the Porsche Panamera Turbo. I'm all strapped in, I'm ready to go, so I think we'll get it into gear and get out on our outlap. Right, so as we head down the pit lane for the first time, we're obviously at Mondello Park today in Ireland, as I said in the intro. As we head out onto the circuit, get our first look at the track. I'm in the Porsche, which is quite a big car. It's a four-door saloon, but it's a Porsche, so pretty powerful. I think it's about 500 horsepower or something. But yeah, I'm at Mondello Park, like I say, in Ireland. The circuit I sort of grew up with watching as a kid on TV. A couple of my, at the time, sort of favourite race series used to race around here. So that's why I wanted to come and have a go. It's not a circuit I've seen recently. I've got a rough idea of what the track layout is. And yeah, it's quite a long circuit, now I'm here, I'm thinking probably quite difficult. Obviously been around the track, had some instruction, etc. Before we get out on the track, yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. Seem to go a lot here for this, painting the sort of brake marker, you know, the distances on the ground, so I've got to keep a lookout for that. You're always sort of looking at the side of the circuit for boards, but as you can see, things keep whizzing under us on the track. The 150 is painted on the circuit. Anyway, as we get around to near the end of the outlap, as you can see, there's plenty of corners. A couple of corners I think are going to be a little bit tricky, even in this car. This corner is quite interesting, quite a fast, quick little left-hander. So as we come up to what is this last corner, sort of a hairpin back on itself. Pretty much going to shut up now. And I'll just have a quick comment as we come across the start-finish line, the end of the lap. So here we go, full throttle to start lap one. Okay, well that's the first lap done. A few little mistakes. See what we can do on lap 2. Okay, well that's the second lap done. That felt a bit better. Let's see whether we can push a bit harder on lap 3. Okay, and that's it. That's the 3 laps. Well, that went by pretty quick. Just getting going. Wow, what can I say? Well, for a start, this car, wow, it's a big car. Feels big, feels heavy. Obviously on this circuit, sort of an old school circuit, which seems quite narrow, probably makes it feel even bigger. But anyway, what can I say? First lap, obviously taking it easy. It's quite a tricky circuit. Some of these corners Felt a bit better on the second lap, and obviously even better on the third lap. I must admit, on the first lap I felt like I was going to go off the circuit. Came pretty close. That corner we've just gone through, that's quite tricky. That is tricky. Kind of trying to brake, turn left, but trying to keep it here. This was on the first lap. Got out a bit wide there on the left. I thought, that's it, that's my lot. But other than that, yeah, I really enjoyed that. It is quite a tricky circuit. A lot of corners. Try and remember, a lot of variety in the corners. This section down here is not too bad. I mean, it's quite heavy braking into the first part there. A couple of places where I'm a bit concerned, especially like the start-finish straight into like that second gear hairpin. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think the first lap was probably pretty slow, I've got to say. Certainly for second and the third lap felt a lot better. I'm sure if I'd have done another lap or two, I would have got even more comfortable. Hopefully that stood me in good stead for the next cars. Now I've got an idea of the circuit. I'll take this a bit steady. It's quite tight, this, as you can see. Wow. So I think we'll get back in our pit box. See what the lap times were. Don't think they're going to be anything really stellar, but we kept it on the circuit, which is the main aim of the game, so I'll take that. So let's see what the lap times were. Wow, that was a lot of fun. I could have driven some more laps. Anyway, the 3 lap times for the Porsche Panamera Turbo are: lap 1, 2:10.6, lap 2, 2:07.9, and lap 3, 2:06.5. Nothing record breaking, I'm afraid, but certainly a good solid start to the day. And as you can see, the times were improving as I became more confident with the car and the circuit. I'm now going to get ready to drive something faster, so please join me and let's see how I do. Right, okay, so I'm in the second car of the day now, which is the BTCC Nissan Primera. I'm all strapped in, I'm ready to go, so I think we'll get it into gear and get out on our out lap. Okay, so I've been around in the first car of the day, the Porsche. Got a feel for the circuit, but we're stepping it up now. The car that obviously I wanted to drive, looking forward to driving. Like I said, I think in the intro on the first lap, there was a couple of cars and series of racing that I used to watch when I was a lot younger. I used to race around here, this being one of them. British touring cars, yes, believe it or not, used to race here in Ireland back in the 90s and early 2000s. And this is one of the cars used to race around here, I think around the sort of 2000 era. The Nissan Primera. Matt Neal, when he used to drive Nissan Primera, probably raced here. Can't think of the other guy's name that used to race a Primera. So it's a car I wanted to drive. So it'd be interesting to see how we get on with this. Obviously this is a bit smaller, a bit more of a race car than the Porsche, a lot lighter, etc. and all the usual race stuff. I do notice one thing they've done with this car. You notice on the digital dashboard, there's a big gaping space at the bottom left there. I believe that used to have the lap time that you was running, obviously working off a transponder. but probably for good reason. They've disabled it so it doesn't work, doesn't show up. Otherwise you would probably see your lap times and then be trying to chase unnecessarily, faster and faster. And it's good for us so that it doesn't show the lap time. But anyway, as we get around near to the end of the circuit, looking forward to this, even though I'm a little bit nervous. Obviously front wheel drive, quite a powerful race car, a lot lighter. So here we go, full throttle, start lap 1. Okay, come up to the finish first lap, not too bad, a couple of little mistakes, so we can do on lap 2. Okay, that's the second lap done. Again, a couple of little mistakes. See what we can do on lap 3. Okay, that's it. That's the 3 laps. Again, seems to go by pretty quick, even though it's quite a long circuit. Well, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, what can I say? Whew. Just trying to take it all in. Yeah, that was a bit of different style to drive, obviously being front wheel drive compared to the rear wheel drive Porsche. But yeah, that was good. Yeah, still can't really get my head around this corner coming up, where you're kind of turning left and left and left, and then you get to the corner and you've got to try and somehow brake. I probably won't get that right all day, but I seem to survive. I think the rest of the corners I've kind of pretty much got a handle on now. But yeah, so I enjoyed that. Driving, like I say, a car I used to watch. That's part of nearly 30 years ago now on TV. Oh, the name's just come to me. John Leslie, wasn't it? Was it John Leslie? Used to drive Nissan Primera back in the day. Yeah, how weird, that name just came to me. Yeah, this Matt Neal used to drive the red car. Was it John Leslie? David Leslie? Oh, I don't know. John Leslie. Was he not on Blue Peter? I don't know. Yeah, somebody Leslie, wasn't it? She used to drive a white Nissan Primera. Oh, I don't know now. Anyway, let's not worry about people's names. Let's get into the pit lane. Let's slow right down, negotiate this tight downhill right-hander. Yeah, this is pretty... to think what that could be like. You're trying to get in a race, but then I'm sure the speed limit would have applied before the corner. Right, so I think we'll get into our pit box and see what the times were. Certainly felt faster than the Porsche. Let's just see if they are. So let's see what the lap times were. Wow, that was a lot of fun. I could have driven some more laps. Anyway, the 3 lap times for the BTCC Nissan Primera are lap 1, 158.5, lap 2, 156.5, and lap 3, 155 dead. Nothing record breaking, I'm afraid, but some good consistent laps there, and again, getting faster and faster as I got more comfortable with the car. I'm now going to get ready to drive something faster, so please join me and let's see how I do. Right, okay, so I'm in the last car of the day now, which is the Morgan Aero 8 GT2. I'm all strapped in, I'm ready to go, so I think we'll get it into gear and get out on a round lap. Right, okay, well, this is it, the last car of the day. What is there to say about this car? Let's get out on the circuit. Whoa, here we go. Whew. That's part of what to say about this car. That's a V8. Sounds pretty cool. Pretty powerful. Obviously GT car. And again, a car I used to watch race around here and other UK circuits. Back in the, what was it now, probably 2000s or something. Late 90s, I don't remember now. Yeah, it's one of them sort of cars that's almost a bit of a sheep in wolf's clothing type of a car. You see these cars out on the road. Morgans. I know this is the Aero 8, which is kind of pretty aerodynamic, but you always sort of associate Morgans with sort of Sunday afternoon drive and sort of, you know, granddads and things like that. Just cruising on the street, so to have one on the racetrack, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Sorry there for insulting granddads. I'm sure I'll get some feedback about that. And the weird thing about this car is you kind of don't feel like you're in a racing car so much. Yes, there is a roll cage, which you can kind of just see. But unlike the Nissan, where it's roll cage everywhere, this you kind of almost don't feel like you're in a racing car. But this is probably going to be the fastest car of the day. Ooh. So yeah, let's see what I can do with this. I think this is going to be pretty interesting. Kind of looking forward to this, but certainly a little bit scared of this one. So as we come around the last corner, get it straight, let's get on full throttle. Let's start our first lap. Okay, so we've survived the first lap, not too bad. Let's see what we can do on lap 2. Okay, we survived the second lap. See what we can do on lap 3. Woohoo! And we survived all 3 laps. Wow. Oh, I'm so pleased about that. I was really worried about this car. I'd end up turning it around or putting it in the ditch. And I must admit, on that 3rd lap, I was trying to push a little bit harder. Yeah, that felt interesting, especially on the 3rd lap. Trying to push a bit. Felt a bit like I was trying to wrestle with an alligator or something a couple of times. It was kind of a little bit of opposite lock, a little bit of, felt like I was holding on for dear life. I must admit, with this circuit, obviously it's a long circuit, lots of corners, lots of, like this corner, quite tricky, I suppose what you would call technical corners, so there's plenty of opportunity to, win a lot of time, but also lose a lot of time. And I feel like in these 3 cars today, that can really sort of feel the way I'm sort of ramping up lap on lap as I feel more confident with the car, with the circuit. This car felt like the 1st lap I was actually out on a Sunday afternoon, joyride. 2nd lap I tried to step it up a little bit, a little bit later on the brakes, a little bit earlier on the throttle, but the 3rd lap, so I really tried to push it a little bit. A couple of times felt like it was starting to get away from me. Luckily enough I held on to it. I'm not sure I could do sort of 15, 20, 25 laps trying to hold on to it every lap. But yeah, it's certainly a cool car. Certainly enjoyed driving this one. Like I say, it was a car I used to watch as a kid, racing, British GT Championship here at Mondello Park. So to actually get and drive it, yeah, a lot of fun. Cool car, definitely. Anyway, let's get into the pits, see what the lap times were. Get into our box here, this funky across the pit lane, and let's see what we did. Wow, that was a lot of fun. I could have driven some more laps. Anyway, the 3 lap times for the Morgan Aero 8 GT2R: lap 1, 150.9, lap 2, 148.7, and lap 3, 146.8. Nothing record breaking, I'm afraid, but certainly a good fun car to drive, even if I did try and push it a little bit, maybe too much on the 3rd lap. And overall, I'd like to think I've had a pretty good day today. Unfortunately, that is the last car of the day, so no more driving for me today. It's time to take the race suit off and to return to normality. I'm sorry to say that is the end of my driving experience for today. I have driven some great cars, and most of all I've had a lot of fun, so I will be doing another driving experience at another circuit very soon. I hope you enjoyed the video and will join me for another driving experience. And of course, please subscribe, like and comment. Have a nice day wherever you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.